Hundreds of people, predominantly women and children, have fled their villages out of fear of bandits who threaten to launch deadly attacks on the communities in western Kankara. The displaced persons were seen arriving in Kankara town, the headquarters of Kankara local government area of Katsina state, on foot. Many were hanging around private and public spaces, while others continued their journey to Malumfashi town. Now, Trust TV Abdullahi Yamadi has been following the unfolding events around Kankara and Malumfashi access and now reports.
These displaced persons arrived in Kankara weak, hungry, exhausted, and mostly sick, with many, especially children, crying for food or medical attention. Children can be heard constantly crying, while their mothers remain helpless, with nowhere to turn for support or intervention. Stories from these displaced persons are tales of sorrow and agony, as they make reference to the weak, the sick, and the elderly they left behind at the mercy of the hoodlums. The mass displacement was triggered by a serious threat issued by the bandits, who warned they would launch deadly attack on communities if military personnel continued to strike their enclaves unabated. According to reports, some heavily armed men suspected to be military personnel are carrying out offensive operations in critical areas of western Kankara along the Katsina-Zamfara axis. The IDPs, appealing to the relevant authorities for intervention, are asking the military to either sustain the fight until the hoodlums terrorizing the area are defeated, or allow Kankara local authorities to negotiate a peace deal with them. I, my wife, and 6 of my children trekked for over 20 kilometers from the village to this place with this heavy load. My family and I have not eaten since yesterday, and the worst part of it all is that we have nothing and nowhere to go.
We arrived here with nothing. Our children are crying endlessly for food. Some of us are sick and exhausted, and we want peace to return to our communities. Some of my children are missing. I don't know their whereabouts. I left an elderly person at home. His fate uncertain. We are in deep trouble, finding ourselves in this horrible situation, and we are appealing for help. Despite the killings, adoptions for ransom, rustling of animals, and the intermittent mass displacement of residents, the trouble is not over. We have suffered greatly over the past 28 years from these tenants.
The affected people, mostly from Zango, Jekareda 1, Bakai, Erzansia, Makera Karama, Makera Baba, Tanimawa, Gidan Kaluji, Unguwar Lawal, Santar Nakandi, and Tashar Tsamia were seen arriving in Kankara town, carrying the little they could salvage from their belongings. This comes amidst growing peace negotiations between local authorities and bandits across Katsina state. Abdullahi Yamadi, Trust Television News, Katsina.